Start off by taking the fairing off with the Allen bolts. So you have the 3 Allens here, the 2 on top, the 2 here, and then there's 2 up in the front of the fairing. And then you'll just slide out. Find a drain pan that fits under your bike and put it under there. I actually like to make sure that I can break loose the drain plug bolt and the oil filter before I put the pan under there, because it just makes it easier without having the pan in your way. So you want to make sure the bike's up on the center stand and level. And Honda says to start it up for a few minutes before you do this, so that the oil will drain out faster and more of it will drain out. I just let it sit and, you know, whatever, I don't care. So pull your drain plug and your filter. You're gonna get oil on the exhaust when you pull a filter. Not a whole lot you can do about it unless you want to make a little piece of paper or plastic there, something to drain it off to the side. I just let it go, and then it'll smoke for a sec when you turn it on and the exhaust gets hot. But you can do whatever. Okay, well, it's pretty well drained now. So I'm going to clean off my drain plug and make sure you got the seal washer on there and it's not all torn up or anything. Mine's good, so I'm just going to throw it back on. If you need a new one, you need a new one. The drain plug is a 17mm, by the way. Okay, so I got my new filter right here. Whenever you put a filter on, just put your finger in some oil and rub it on the gasket. Make the gasket roll smooth when you tighten it down on the engine. And then wipe off I usually wipe off excess oil that's drained out. And off the exhaust. And throw her on. I like to buy the K&N filters because they have the wrench hold thing on the back, so you can get a wrench on it if you put it on too tight. And I usually put mine on tighter just to be safe, but then it always seems like I can never get them off, so I just get these. And if you don't have one of those and you can't get your oil filter off, sometimes I take like a sharp screwdriver and just pound it through the filter from the bottom, and then once it gets all the way through, you can take the screwdriver and just move it to break it loose. Alright, it's all sealed up, so you can pull your pan and put your fairing back on. Oh, there's also 2 clips on the front and the bottom of the fairing that go up, and you just push the center of them in, and then they will come out easier. You can use like a flat blade screwdriver if you don't have a clip removal tool, but push the center in and they'll come out. So I like to put all my bolts in loose. That way it kind of positions the fairing where it's going to be, and then I'll go back and tighten them all when it's in the right place. Alright, when you get to this point, don't forget that you haven't put oil in yet. Skip 4. So on this 4th quart, I'm only going to pour a little bit in. It says 3.3 or whatever quarts. This is the level indicator window right here. So should see where it's at. I can't even see it yet. So I'll go a little bit more. Still can't see it, so I'm going to start the bike up for a couple seconds to get the oil going. That did it. It's in the window now, and you see it's, I don't know if you can see very well, but it is between the upper and lower marks. It's actually a little bit closer to the upper now that I've shut it off.